Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about something huge in the world of games. It's about a game that people have been waiting for like forever, a game called Hollow Knight Silksong. The game finally came out on September 4th, but wow, did it have a crazy first day. So picture this, you've been super excited for a game, you've been waiting for years, you marked it down on your calendar, you're finally ready to play it. The moment it comes out, you click that button or try to buy it, and nothing, just error messages everywhere. That's exactly what happened today. Tons of excited players all over the world. As soon as Silksong launched, so many people rushed to play it that it completely broke the online stores of Steam, the Nintendo eShop, PlayStation Store, even the Xbox Game Pass. People were saying they couldn't start the game, couldn't even put it in the shopping cart, and sometimes the whole online store wouldn't work at all. It was a total chaos online. But here's the wildest part, even with all those problems, people were still so excited that they found a way to jump in. In less than an hour, Silksong had over 100,000 people playing it on Steam at the exact same time. To give you an idea of how big that is, the first Hollow Knight game, which everybody loves, only ever had about 72,000 people playing at its peak. Silksong beat that record in under 1 hour, even while the stores were breaking. It just shows how much everyone wanted to play this game. We heard stories that the game's page on Steam just disappeared from the main website. Some players couldn't even get into their whole Steam store. Now sometimes the online stores have trouble where there's a big sale. It's super rare for just one game to cause such a huge mess. This wasn't just a small bug, it was like an earthquake for the internet. The Nintendo eShop on the new Switch 2 and even the Xbox store, if you have Game Pass, also had big issues, making it hard for many people to get the game. Now to be fair, not everyone had these problems. Some lucky players, maybe by trying really hard or just getting lucky, were able to get past the broken websites, started playing Silksong right away. Everyone had a different experience. But for a lot of gamers, the first few hours of Silksong coming out were a mix of being frustrated and super excited at the same time. The internet was buzzing with people saying, "I can't play it, and it's finally here." So what exactly is Hollow Knight Silksong for those of you that don't know? The very few that don't know. Well, it's the game that everyone's been waiting for, the follow-up to the really popular game of 2017 called Hollow Knight. The first game wasn't liked by critics, but it sold over 15 million copies. People loved it for its amazing world, tough but fair challenges, and really cool art style. In Silksong, you play as a different character named Hornet. She's super fast and agile. You explore a brand new kingdom called Farloom, which is full of new enemies. Over 150 different kinds of enemies. Challenging boss fights and huge areas to explore, like one called Greymoor, which the game makers say is one of the biggest they've ever made. It's a brand new adventure that promises all the careful design and fun challenges that made the first game so special. And yes, it only costs about $20 to buy. And if you have the Switch and are upgrading to the Switch 2, you get a free upgrade. Now for years, the big question on everyone's mind was, why did Silksong take so long to come out? The people that made the game, Ari Gibson and William Pellin, from a company called Team Cherry, explained, they said the game wasn't stuck or having big problems. Actually, the first Hollow Knight game became so popular that it gave their small team in Australia the freedom to make the next game exactly how they wanted, without rushing it. Gibson said, "It was never stuck or anything like that. It was always moving forward. It's just that we were a small team and making games takes a lot of time." Also, the game grew more bigger than they first thought it was going to be. Silksong was originally just going to be an extra part of Hollow Knight, a DLC basically. But as they kept adding more ideas, it became too big for its extra DLC and turned into its own game. And when people asked why were they so quiet and didn't get any updates to the fans over the years, Pellin gave a real honest answer. He said all you could really say was, "We're still working on it." Instead of just popping up and bothering people for no reason, we felt like our job was just to focus on making the game. That commitment to making a really good game, even if it meant being quiet for a long time, is something many fields really respect. They even thought the game would be ready before June 2023, but sometimes things take longer than expected. Gibson shared a fun story about how they worked. At one point, I just had to stop drawing because I thought everything that I draw has to be in the game. But then you realize if you don't stop drawing, this is going to take 15 years to finish. Sounds like a good problem to have, but definitely a reason for a long wait. So while the launch of Hollow Knight Silksong has definitely been a wild ride for many, it also shows how much people love this game and how dedicated Team Cherry is to making it something amazing. The game's finally here, ready to challenge and excite players, assuming you can even get it to load. Have you been able to play Silksong yet? What do you think? Were you one of the people who had trouble getting online? Let us know your stories in the comments below. We'd really be curious to hear what you have to say about it. If you liked hearing about the big news like this story, please hit the like button. Subscribe to our channel for more game updates and tap that bell icon so you don't miss the next video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.